I never believed the old stories. My name is Rose, and before everything that happened, I never believed in witchcraft. I believed in education. I believed in modern life. I believed that those old village stories were nothing more than fear passed down through generations. I was living in Abuja when my life changed, the city of ambition, bright lights, and endless movement. Abuja was where people went to start over, to chase dreams, to forget the past. That's where I met Obama. How I met Obama in Abuja. I met Obama in Abuja through work. He was quiet, respectful, and different from the men I had dated before. He spoke with intention, listened when I talked, and never rushed anything. Our conversations flowed easily, about life, faith, and the future. He told me he was originally from a village in the east called Umubia, but he said it casually, like it meant nothing. I left that life behind, he told me one evening. I'm focused on the future now. I believed him. Love makes you trust words without questioning what's behind them. Marriage and the first signs of trouble. Our relationship grew quickly. Within a year, Obama proposed, and soon after, we were married. Our life in Abuja felt peaceful. We had our routines, church on Sundays, quiet evenings at home, laughter that filled our apartment. But there was one person missing from our happiness. His mother. Her name was Madikatsi. Madikatsi arrives. Madikatsi came to Abuja unannounced. The day she arrived, I felt it in my spirit before I even opened the door. She stood there wrapped in dark traditional clothing, her eyes sharp and calculating. So you are Rose, she said slowly. Yes, Mama, I replied respectfully. She didn't smile. She stepped into the house like she owned it. From that day on, Abuja no longer felt safe. Living under Madikatsi's eyes. Madikatsi watched everything I did. She criticized my cooking without tasting it. She questioned my faith. She corrected how I spoke to her son. Sometimes. Late at night, I would wake up and find her sitting in the living room, wide awake, staring into the darkness. When I asked Obama about it, he said, "That's just how my mother is. But fear doesn't come from nothing. The dreams that drain me." After Madikatsi arrived, the dreams began. I dreamt of Umubia village, even though I had never been there. I saw fires burning, women dancing barefoot, drums echoing in the night. And always, Madikatsi was there. Watching me. I woke up tired every morning, my body heavy, my spirit weak. Doctors in Abuja found nothing wrong. But something was feeding on me. Obama changed. Slowly, Obama stopped being the man I fell in love with. He became distant. Irritable. Sometimes cruel. During one argument, he said words I will never forget. "My mother says you are blocking my destiny." I felt my heart crack. "Blocking you from what?" I asked. He couldn't answer me. He just looked afraid. The journey to Umubia village. Madikatsi insisted we travel to Umubia village. The moment we arrived, my chest tightened. The village felt old, heavy with secrets. People stared at me openly, whispering as I passed. Madikatsi walked confidently, greeting elders with authority. That night, she prepared food especially for me. After eating it, I collapsed in pain. Everyone else was fine. Only me. The whispers I overheard. That night, I couldn't sleep. I overheard women whispering outside our hut. "She is not the chosen one said. "But Madikatsi has already marked her," another replied. My body trembled as I lay there in the dark. The pregnancy that gave me hope. When I found out I was pregnant, I believed things would finally change. Obama smiled again. He held me. He prayed with me. Madikatsi only stared at my stomach. "Be careful," she said quietly. "Not every child is meant to arrive." Weeks later, I lost the baby. Madikatsi smiled. Seeking help in Abuja. Back in Abuja, broken and desperate, I went to see an elderly woman recommended by a friend. After listening to my story, she said, "Your mother-in-law is bound to ancient powers from Umubia. She never released them." My hands shook. "She wants you removed," the woman continued. "You were never part of our plan for Obama." The warning. The woman gave me protection and strict instructions. Do not eat her food again. Do not sleep under the same roof. And if you value your life, leave. I knew then that love was no longer enough. What I found buried. One afternoon in Abuja, while cleaning the backyard of our apartment, my shovel hit something hard. Buried in the ground was a small bundle. Inside were my hair, my photograph, my wedding ring. I screamed until my throat burned. Obama's confession. When I confronted Obama, he broke down. "She says you will destroy me," he cried. "She says my life will end if I don't obey her." I finally understood. Obama was afraid of his own mother. Madikatsi's final warning. As I packed my bags, Madikatsi stood quietly by the door. "You cannot escape destiny," she said. I looked at her and replied, "I choose life." Leaving Abuja. I left that night. I left my marriage. I left Obama. I left Madikatsi's shadow behind. Abuja, the city where I found love, became the place where I saved myself. Life after Umubia. Today, I am healing. Obama still lives under his mother's control. Madikatsi still rules Umubia in silence. Sometimes I still dream of drums and fire. But I wake up alive. Free. What I know now. Witchcraft is real. Not every mother wants her son to be free. And survival sometimes means walking away. I survived.